You are live. Please do not swear. Oh my dear, I'll just choke instead. Dear me. Which pack do I start with? We are a bit late coming on though, aren't we? Hey Diane, hope you're well, my lovely lady. How are you? Hey Kirsty. Get a reading. Kirsty, you just put your name on like you just have done, and I've put you first up when I start, Kirsty. Hey, Stephanie sending love across the water, my lovely, to Nashville. John Brown, you can never have a reading from me. Only because he's sat there on the settee. Evening, Nina, hope you're well. Amanda, Rachel, love across the pond. Exactly, Stephanie, exactly. So I hope everybody's okay. Hey, Lisa, Paula, Shannon, hope everybody's well this evening. Last night we didn't go live. We had the grandsons overnight last night. And as you can see, I am pretty tired. Hey, Lisa. So I've had to delay it while 8:30 because I've had to have a nap this afternoon when they got picked back up. So, yes. New to viewing, may I get a card? I'll try and grab you as my list keeps going down, guys. So all you need to do is just keep popping into chat and putting me, please. And I'll try and get to as many of you as I can. I will be on later on again in week, probably, doing tarot cards another night. Evening, Selena, you're well, my lovely. Antoinette, Sandy, Kath, Sean, I think I've pronounced that right. I hope so. So I'll get started straight away. I don't like lingering and saying, we'll wait for so many coming on, because you guys that are on now with me are very, very important. So let's see what we have got coming up for Kirsty. So all it is tonight is a free 1-card reading. Naps are great, especially they are, Stephanie. I do like my naps, I have to admit. It's just a 1-card reading tonight. Moderators in chat will put how you can book in for full readings. Hope you're well, Joyce. Love, please. I've been a bit lonely for a bit. No worries, Stephanie. I'll see what I can do. On a 1-card reading, it's difficult. It's normally just like a guide to what's happening around sort of thing. For you, my lovely, we have got a page of feathers. So I'll put my glasses on when I take card back round. So in this one, Kirsty, what I'm seeing a wall. So if you can see on the bottom of the card there, you can see a brick wall that's been built and you're stood on the top. So I feel that you've put a brick wall around yourself. There is different symbols on this wall. So I'll see if I can find the meaning for them. But it's sort of like you've built yourself up behind the wall. But I think you're just starting to feel in a better place to start bringing that wall down, because it's like you stood on top and you're like owning it, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense to you, Kirsty. There is I can see a third eye. So again, I'm not sure whether your connection to this wall that you've been building up, I don't know if this is a connection to sort of like, I want to say spiritualism, but more, I don't know, what do you call them? Them thinking, you know, like on pyramids when you see them like graphs inside. What are they called? Hieroglyphics. That's the word. There's like hieroglyphics on this card, so I'm not sure whether that's a connection to you or not. Definitely dark around the eyes. So I'm not sure, Kirsty, if you've been suffering either migraines or something heavy around the eyes, but it's coming into sinuses as well. You can see that on your card there. But you can also see that your third eye is there that's open. So there must definitely be a third eye connection. So like I said, spiritualism, maybe on different paths. I'm not quite sure. There's a feather coming in from heaven, but around this feather, there's like earring or a ring. So I'm going to say this is a female energy that's coming down. She stood in front of you, so she's like well aware, or you're well aware of her presence. I don't know what your back sort of arched up, so I'm not sure whether there's issues with your back or with somebody's back that you're around, because it's sort of like arches. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so that could mean there's an arch. Now, that squirrel at the top there, when I first looked at it, to me, this is something new coming in, a new life. So to me, a new life. I'm not sure whether in the next 4 months you're going to hear, if you haven't already, but up to now from next 4 months, I think there's going to be some form of baby news that's coming in. But I think it's going to be a complete surprise. I'm not sure whether this one's been planned or not, but it's definitely coming in above. So I'll leave that card with you, my lovely. Lisa Jane. I'll just shuffle my cards the wrong bloody way. There's a scammer commenting. No worry, it's sorted, my lovely. Like I said, we have got some mods coming in. Are you welcome, Kirsty, my lovely lady? Lisa, for you, we've got the Hanged Man. Now, again, the Hanged Man for me is like a new beginning type of thing. It's taking a step further than what you've wanted to go. Take my glasses off. I can see this card all right. So the Hanging Man is like the beginning of the journey for me. So you're sort of like starting out on a new journey. So there's something new coming up. But you are going to have to let go of the past to move forward. But you're also going to have to be very patient, Lisa, because don't go rushing things just because new beginnings are happening or are there to be taken. Don't go rushing. Make sure that you keep patience and a level head as well. But there's going to be amazing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if there's 10 energies around you in spirit, but there's definitely 10. Like I'll show you. See these 10 on this line up here? It like goes in an archway. To me, these are big crossed over energies. So these either these 10 energies that I'm counting on card, but I do think that yeah, I'm just going to leave it at 10 energies. Let me see what else I can see. I can also see an aeroplane, so I'm not sure whether there's talks of you flying or going on a plane or something to do with an aeroplane, because that's going to be coming up again. This is something to do with next 4 months, so just keep a watch out for that. You do put an outer hard shell on though, Lisa, as well. A very tough exterior, but a very soft inside, if that makes sense. Evening, Stuart. Hope you're well, my lovely. Evening, Andrew. Evening, everybody joining. So, yeah, but you start letting go of what's happened and just move forward. But this is the time to take that new journey, that new beginning, and but be patient about. Don't like jump from frying pan into frying pan, if that makes sense. Just let me, because there's names that I've not seen before, so I'm trying to go just a little bit back up. Rachel. Evening, Rachel. Hope you're well, my lovely. Evening, Chelsea. Hope you're well. Hi, lovely. Just listening in. Had a full reading from Lynn's absolute great reading and opened my eyes. Oh, thank you, my lovely. Rachel, for you, we've got the Page of Pentacles in this card. So to me, with rabbits, normally I'd see a rabbit as a child's energy, but if you look at this rabbit, it's older in the face. So I'm not sure whether this is an adult that's crossed over, that's trying to lead you forward. but they're showing themselves as older. So either this has been a long time passing, or they would have grown older in spirit, or this is an older spirit coming through. They're actually holding something in the hand, and it's a round circle. I don't know if I can see it any clearer with my glasses on. I don't know if this is like some kind of, I don't know whether they used to make things, or it's you that makes things. But there's also, I don't know whether a guitar would, I don't know whether a music kind of thing would come into this with this person. But it's like they're doing something with the hands. But these circles, but I don't know what these circles would necessarily mean. Also a pendulum. Seeing a pendulum, that this person in spirit will be holding a pendulum. So I'm not sure whether this person in spirit would have been on a spiritual level, Rachel. I can see you're in the midst. You've like where spiritualism is. Can you see my camera is very blurred tonight. It's not quite touching your hand. It's like hovering above. So I don't know whether this is a subject that you're like throwing about in air on, finding more information out, or what entitles, or whether there's new things coming in that you're learning about. But like I say, it's like a ball of fire you've got in your hand. I do see some past anger issues, because on your head at the bottom you've got the red on both sides. To me, that's saying that there has been anger issues. Just make sure you don't suppress the anger, that when you're feeling it, you're saying it, because I don't want you to be one of these like I do sometimes, where something bothers you and we suppress it, and then something bothers us and then we suppress it again, and then all of a sudden we let it like explode. But I can see there's definitely been some anger issues going on. But there is two angels stepping in, one on each side though, and they're sort of like two people coming in from spirit, one on each side. So I don't know whether it's mom and dad, nan and granddad, that kind of energy coming in, but you've got one on each side, and they're sort of like trying to diffuse that situation from within. Again, that leap of faith. You've got to start taking that leap of faith, Rachel. I know that there's somebody that's having issues. I don't know if there's some kind of swelling going on with the tummy. And there's a lot of, I think that's tension around neck though, to come with the head. And there's something with one of the feet more than the other. I don't know if there's somebody around you also, Rachel, that's something to do with blood cells, or something to do with some cells within the body. I'm not sure if that's on you or around you, just because you've got all these dots all over. And to me, they look like blood cells. So I'm not sure whether that's a condition or not. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely. I'll do another one from this pack. Shoot at the bottom of my comments now. Janie Louise. Wonder whether it's that smoke that's interfering with my camera. It's making my cards look a little bit crooked. Janie Louise, my lovely, for you, we have got the Four of Pentacles. So as you can see in this card, again, you've got your arms crossed, you're very protected. Family seems to be doing a lot of protecting as well, or shielding. And I don't know whether you're appreciative of this or not. I'm not sure whether there's been a loss. Now, I don't know whether this, when I say a loss, I don't know if this is something to do financially, just because of the coins. It's like you're holding on to one coin, but this coin's been dropped. So I don't know whether there's been issues around money, but all that'll sort itself out. I do see a younger person though in spirit, but this would have been I'd say anything between 3 and 4 years maybe, that length of time, just because they're showing up there on the tree. So I'm trying to gauge that gap. It could be halfway, so it could be more, it could be less. But around about that time anyway, my lovely. But you're holding stuff very close to your chest. You do need to let it go. I'm not sure whether you get the family support or not, because the trees are quite bare that are surrounding you. So it's more like a cage. So I don't know whether this is a cage you've created. I do know that there has been issues within the family, but I think that, again, this stems back down to like a younger area. There's two people, 2 adults and 2 children that are showing in the card. But I think they're more to do with the past than they are the present. But then there's 2 issues within there's 2 things that are causing issues with you. I think there's 2 things, because you've got the 2 points on top of your head there, and to me these are very pointed. So to me these would be, but again, I don't know whether these are good or bad, because the colouring is very dull. It's not like a bright thing. But yeah, there's definitely something around the tummy area also. So I don't know if there's health issues going on around you, Janine, my lovely. Try not to keep things to yourself. Try and open up and come out a little bit more. Reach out to somebody and talk. The path's there at the bottom waiting for you to get back on it. But you're going to have a way down as well. It's not just going to be an easy, quick and change onto a path. It's not going to be an easy thing to get back onto, but you will do it. You will get there. But just remember to ask for help. Don't be scared to not ask for help, my lovely. Shannon, TJ, hope you're well, my lovely. Hi everyone. Much love. I share it on my community tab system. Much love. Oh, thank you, TJ, my lovely. So Shannon, card jumped out, so you can have that one. We've got the 9 of shells. So again, there's something. It's coming up with winter, so I don't know whether there was something around the winter. I don't know if there's something coming up, Shannon, around the winter time for you, or something last year. Because, like I say, you've got like a winter card. So I'm not sure what's coming up in winter. To me, I would say in winter months, there's quite a few birthdays, celebrations, or something, just because you've got all seashells at the bottom, Shannon. So I don't know whether all birthdays seem to fall all together in one month. Again, darkness round face and round sides. But you've got this aura coming in around you. You've got a very, like a white aura-ish coming in around you. So for me, the white aura would be trying to, you need to try and start doing some cleansing around yourself, maybe remove negativity out of your life rather than be surrounded. And I'm not saying you're constantly surrounded by it, but being that's like kind surrounded thing. But again, you're looking backwards. You need to turn and start looking forward, Shannon, and start looking more to the future, my lovely. Like I said, there is a couple of health issues there, but I think the winter time also must be a collection of something, because there's a collection of shells at the bottom. Normally I'd see them as like family members or siblings. So I don't know whether it means that there's, like I say, a bunch of birthdays coming in all at once. TJ. TJ, for you, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, my lovely. So again, with this card, it is a spiritual card because the Pentacles in there. But I'm not sure, again, whether you're some form of teacher, or whether you're... you've got a passion for learning. I'm not, whether it's teaching or learning, I'm not sure. Just because I can tell that in the card. I'm not sure where the horse comes in. But there's a horse coming into the side in the background. I'm not sure whether this is a person or not. But there's like a horse figure coming in. I do feel at the minute though, TJ, there's something going on around you that you are treading on eggshells. And it's like you're stuck in middle, and you don't see any way out of this treading on eggshells round. I don't know whether it's round a certain person, but you've just got to get out of that. Just be straight and honest, and don't walk on eggshells, because walking on eggshells is one of the hardest things we do. The number 3 is very relevant to you. Because I can see the 3 lights coming in at the back on like Pointing Mountain. So I don't know if it's 3 candles. 3 candles could represent 3 spirits, 3 energies in spirit though. You're very, if you look at your mind and your hair, it's sort of like all over the place. I think you're a very carefree kind of person. I think you do try and hide a lot in what's going on in your head. But there is a lady coming forward that's stepping in just behind you. I don't know if she would have had like long, quite about length, my length hair, darkish length. That's what she's showing. But she's sort of like standing in behind you. So I don't know where she connects into you, but she's definitely there with you. And I'm not sure whether she's bringing in, it looks, I wanted to say a dog, but then it looked like a rabbit. So I'm not sure on what she's trying to bring in. If it's a rabbit she's bringing in, then to me she's bringing a child's energy through with her energy. But I can't tell whether this is I can't tell whether it's a rabbit or like a pet kind of thing. But just keep on path you're doing, keep giving. Just watch out for back, because I do know that there's going to be issues with back, especially bottom of the spine. A lot of healing lights going to the bottom of the spine area. But yeah, just get off them eggshells, my lovely. Hang on a minute. Need comments are frozen. Here we go. Hey, Clara. Linda. Oh, you've all had a great Mother's Day as well, everybody. I hope, Clara, you're enjoying school again, my sweets, if you're back at school. For you, we've got the King of Wands, Linda. So it's time for you to rest, sit back and just admire and reflect back on things that you've achieved, because you have achieved so much. And you've also been, I think you've been the strength for a lot of people. People rely on you, I think, for your kind of strength coming in, because I can see the lion in the card. But I can also see there's also a child's energy coming in spirit, but I'm not sure whether, again with this one, I'm not sure whether this child would have made it full term, just because of how the energy's showing itself. But it's like also like splitting off. So I don't know whether, I don't know if there were 2 energies coming in. But again, the path there, you've just got to sit down and take a break. Stop taking enough on. Start focusing, because at the side of you, you've got another window of opportunity that's coming up. But before you start rushing off to take that opportunity, make sure you sit back and enjoy what you've done so far. Because by jumping forward, you're not going to appreciate everything that you've done and gone through. And everything else. There's a gentleman coming through to the side, and I don't know whether this gentleman would have had a stroke, only because when I look at the card, it looks like his lips going down one side. So unless they had an issue with something on his face, but I'm not sure whether this gentleman would have had a stroke. But they're also holding a candle as well. But this candle's got one. What is one candle going down, then there's one to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like holding a candle of 4. So I don't know if there were 4 spirits, 4 energies that would have met him as he crossed, or he would have met theirs. There's also ladies' energy coming through in spirit, but she's with you constantly. And I think there's a very strong connection as well to the ladies' energy. There is somebody watching over your shoulder though, but they're sort of like playing they're more like an hide and seek sort of character. So I don't know who that would be, but it's like they're showing themselves, but then they're popping back off. But yeah, just sort out everything. You've got an anger spot coming in on the center of the head. So there's an issue building. Before that explodes or before it gets bigger, dilute it now. Make sure you get it that little bit smaller, my lovely, because otherwise you're just going to have a big explosion. Becky. Move down my screen again. I hate this screen. Becky, for you, you've got the 10 of acorns. Oh, I've got Maria up. Wow, thought I put Becky up. I've got Maria up, so this is for Maria. Maria, for you, we've got the 10 of acorns, my lovely. For this one, you're... the horse is coming in as a strong symbol around you. And again, the hieroglyphics are coming in to the side. Not so much hieroglyphics, these ones, though. I don't know if there's like material work going on or somebody like makes things material kind of thing, scissors and bits and pieces like that, or jewelry make. I'm not sure. There's some kind of thing coming in outside. The horse of many colours, though. For me, you're one that takes responsibility, I think, for everything, Marie. You're not one to back down from a challenge or anything. And I think what you focus your mind on, if you focus your mind on doing something, then that's something you'll achieve. So if you set a goal, you're one of these that will do, will follow through with what you're saying. I do feel, though, at times you feel like you're losing part of yourself. And I don't know whether that's because you're taking too much on, Maria. If you can see on the horse, you've got like this side here, and it's like pulling away. And I don't know whether that's because you just get that overwhelmed, but it's like your energy, you're giving too much energy. So I don't know whether you're slightly empathic, just because of the energy shielding that I'm seeing, but I'm seeing a lot of energies coming in. But I think you block the energies. I think you've learned to block them, which is a good thing, because if you have got that kind of tendency to pick up on other people's feelings, Maria, you definitely need to put a block up. But I think you've managed that block, because I can see it. What else can I see? Not sure. Green fingers, gardening leaves. That's coming through. Just be careful, though, around the eyes. And back of the head, because I'm getting spikes on back of the head. So I'm not sure whether it's you that's suffering with the headaches or some issue going off with the back of the head, but it's like going down into the neck also. So I'm not sure whether that's your issue or not. But again, that would be because you do take that, but you do take too much on. And think that you're to conquer world. Charlotte. And then I'm going to go on to try and catch a few on YouTube. Charlotte, for you, you've got the 6 of crystals, my lovely. So there's 2 people. I do feel there is a close connection with these two. Very similar in characters, but I think one's more maybe level-headed than the other. One seems to look forward, but one seems to be sort of like not rushing to go forward, if that makes sense, Charlotte. The one who's looking forward is the one in front, and they're focused on everything that's coming up. This person here, they're like looking off to the side, and they're the ones that are sort of like, they need that push. That push to say, come on, we're doing this. But they're more like the ones that are sort of like holding back a little bit, I think. So like I said, there is one more focus than the other. I can see a puppy ink card, so I don't know whether you've already got the dog or the dog's, and unless it's a spirit dog that's coming through, but it only looks a small type of puppy, I think. Only looks a small dog, whatever it is, or that's what it's showing itself, but it's sat at your feet. So I don't know whether that's connected to you. Not sure if there's a wedding coming up also, or there's something to do where you're looking at different venues or different places, because you've got you've got it here on the card, and then you've got it across here. So there's going to be a decision coming up soon to which venue something's going to be at, my lovely. So you'll have to let me know what happens with that one. But yeah, apart from that, everything's fine. For me, I think it's just this venue coming up that's going to cause a few issues on not knowing which venue to go to. MD, hope you're well, my lovely. MD for you, my lovely. We have got the 10 of Cups. So there's definitely some kind of goings off within the family. But again, with this one, it does show the separation of two people. But it's like, I don't know whether the gap's still there between the two or whether they've managed to sort the differences out. But it does show you, Trine, it shows you two people on different sides. I do believe that these two would have been close in time. But then as life moved on, there's been like a distance in between them. But if you look at the top of the card, there's a lot of love coming in from family. So there's definitely that there. There is a lady in spirit, though, that connects. Is it a lady? I don't know if it's a lady and gentleman, but whoever it is, I want to say ladies' energy, but I'm not. I'm just going to say there's an energy coming in that fits between the both of you two. So you can see the two of you there, but there's an energy coming in here. Now, when I do it that way, when I'm looking at card through mirror, to me, that looks like a lady. There's a lady's energy stepping in between two. So I don't know if there's something to do with the number 3, 3 siblings, or there's definitely a connection to a 3, but this lady in the middle is the one that I think draws you to either close together, or could have been one that caught ridge between you. I'm not sure on that, but I know she's like stood between you both. But there is a family matriarch within the family, so I don't know whose side of family that's on. For us, it's my Nanan. She's like the matriarch of the family, and she's the one who holds the family together. So it's like if anything happened to me Nanan, we'd still be in touch with family members, but not as much. So it's like through me Nanan that it's done. There's a fox coming in on the card also, so I don't know whether there's somebody around one of you that's causing the issues. So the fox is coming up. You can't see the cards very clear tonight. I'm sorry, guys. But there's a fox coming in here. And I don't know whether this is the person that's caused issue with these two. But they're like hiding at the bottom. But they're like jumping up also. So I don't know whether that's what the connection is. But there were a strong bond between those two. And like I say, they've either you coming back together. something to do with money also. Seen the money coin in top, seen 2 coins, 2 gold coins. And there's also birds. I don't know what kind of birds these are. There's a gentleman coming through, but there's something to do with his nose. I think his features, I think he would have been known. I think his nose would have been a profound feature on his face, or there would have been a joke around his nose kind of thing. They tend to show me. But there's 2 gentlemen stepping through, but both of them are showing me like, I don't know if it's swelling on face, you know. Possibly could be swelling to do with face, but there's definitely the nose is swollen. But there's been lots of achievements on both sides of family for both of you. But that's what I'm getting at the minute. Can't see anything else. No, not seeing anything else. I know depression has been around one of you slightly, but the flowers are coming in now. So with the flowers coming in, meaning that depression's nearly ending, my lovely. Lucio. Evening, Lucio. You're well, my lovely. So for you, we've got the Temperance card. So we've got the Zebra card. Definite issues coming up, I think, about property. Because I'm just seeing like reflections of properties down at the bottom here. So I don't know if there's some issues to do with a couple of properties or a property in general. I'm also being shown like 2 pieces, like brooches. I don't know why brooches would come up with it. It's like 2 pieces of jewellery that are coming up. Definitely baby news coming in as well, because that's coming in the top corner there. So I don't know whether it's been and already happened or it's something that's going to be coming up within the next 4 months. But there's definitely baby news and it's coming in above. Something for you, there's got to be a connection to the half moon for you, because the half moons are coming in. So just watch for when moon cycle comes. You've sort of like got your ears pinned back as well. And I think you're having to start taking notice more of things that are going on around you. Maybe you've had like wool pulled over your eyes a couple of times. So you know, like when a horse can hear things like hearing things, but it's that kind of thing. So like your ears are pinned. So it is something that you do need to be listening out for, and also looking for as well, Lucio, because just hearing, you do need to, as well as hearing it, you need to be seeing these things. So don't be blindsided. I don't know who's got the issues with the disc problem in the back, but there's definitely disc issues coming up middle up back to top at shoulder. We've got them coming through. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my lovely lady. So, or gentleman. So yeah. Dawn Johnson. How are you, Dawn? It's bloody warm tonight. Ooh, throwing cards. So, page of wands, my lovely, for you. You got your hands on your hips and it's like you're telling somebody off, but you're not telling them off. It's like they're running circles around you. I think you're quite... you know what this person's doing, but you're allowing them to get away with it, if that makes sense, Dawn. But brand new opportunities are going to be coming up for you. You've got the ruby slippers on, so there's no place like home. But there's also a bow round your tummy area. I do think, though, Dawn, you do suffer with tummy issues. But again, the red bow to me, it's got to be. It's baby news. Again, I think we're gonna have a boom of babies. But there's definitely baby news coming through. Now, I'm not sure if it's directly for you because the bow's actually on you, or whether this is news that's going to be coming for you. I do know that there's some swelling going off at the top of the legs. But you like where I think you're aware of what's going off around your door, but you like wear this mask as though people think you're oblivious to what's happening, but when actually in hindsight, I think you can see, because like I say, you've got your hand on your hip and it's like you're looking down at them as if to say, I already know. You don't have to tell me, I already know, kind of thing. But there is some brand new opportunities coming up. You're going to be creating these, and you're also going to be leading the way. You're like holding the light as if to say, right, we're ready, we're going forward. Get your shit together because we're moving. So that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely lady. Yeah. And roses. I don't know who the roses connect to. Emma. If I've done some of these, I need to I don't know, I've done a new, I ain't done now. I don't write them down. Emma, for you, my lovely, we've got the Six of Pentacles. For this one at the minute, I think that I don't know whether you're kind of juggle a couple of things all at one go. But it's like you're either going to be passing some work on to somebody else to help you doing it. But I also feel that there's a birthday coming up. So there's going to be gifts being given. Again, I think you're very close to Mother Nature, Mother Earth kind of thing. I think you're that kind of personality. Again, I do see issues with the leg area, the feet, the ankles. I don't know what it is, but the ankles look quite weak for somebody. And I also feel that you're turning your back on a certain, I don't know if it's family or family member, but it's like you've got your back to the family. But this family tree that's showing is quite a bare family, so I don't know what that's connected to. But there's also a bird showing. There's a bird showing in. So there's a robin coming in at the top. I'm going to say it's a robin, and that's a loved one's energy coming in. But they're like overseeing you. Red hair, I think you might. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you'll have got a fiery temper, Emma, when you need to be, because it's showing me the fiery red hair. What else have we got going off? There's definitely somebody in the family tree that's watching over you, though. I don't know if you'll be able to see what I see, but it's like a face coming in at the top here. But they're like part of this family that you're turning your back on. But it's like this, whoever this is in spirit, they're like always going to be watching over you. So I'm not sure whether you would have had a good connection to this person when they were living. But maybe that's the robin that's coming in. Maybe that's their robin that's coming in. So when you see the robin or the bird, might not be a robin, but a certain type of bird, when you see it, it's like your memory for them. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my sweets. Jenny Price. Jenny Price, for you, we've got the Knight of Cups. You're ready for taking your journey. Whatever rough waters you've been through, it's now the time it's ending. You're finally pulling yourself together and you're finally pulling away. Again, there's definitely health issues going off within you, but it's not, you don't let that stop you. You're going to continue onwards and upwards. You've got your celebration glass out, so it's like you're celebrating to get away as well. It must be like a big relief for you to get away from the waters that you've been in. But you're still sort of connected, so you've got to be careful. You're not going to be dragged back down into this argument or these rough waters. But what this card's showing you is you can. There's access there for you to move away from it. It's just leaving it all. It's like putting it to siders and moving on from it and not continuing it. Peacock feathers, again, are a big thing around you with peacock feathers. I'm not sure on peacock feathers meanings, but if you have a read about them. Again, don't go into things blindsided. You're wearing a mask on your eyes. You need to remove that mask. You need to know what's coming within the future. Don't be blindsided by anything. So make sure you do remove your mask and start looking. If it's people that's been the issue, start looking and focusing on the right kind of people rather than the wrong kind of people, if that makes sense, Jenna. There's a lady's energy coming in spirit, but she's sort of like got her head tilted. I'm not sure if this lady would have just passed in asleep, just because her eyes, she's like tilting over, but she's like got her head to the side. You can just see her there coming in. So I'm not sure whether she would have had a lean on her, or whether she would have just passed in asleep. She looks very peaceful. But this person's they're coming in to the side. They're just like standing back. They're just like watching and just like overseeing, if that makes sense. But there's going to be a big energy change around you. And again, I'm not sure what musical instrument comes into place. But there is. And I know there's going to have been lost money somewhere. And sometimes we just have to cut as losses and move on, Jenna. Don't hang about for it. Just cut your losses and just move on. Just leave the past in the past and start again for the future. Kath. It's so warm. For you, my lovely lady Kath, we've got the 5 of crystals. We've got the ladybug. So what's happening for you? You're definitely coming away from something. You're moving up the family tree. So I'm not sure what that reference is for you, but you're definitely like on the move. I think for you, again, you're one that creates your own possibilities in life. You create situations. You're not one of these that'll just sit on your backside. I don't mean anybody sits on the backside, but it's like you're a go-getter kind of thing. You're not one of these that just like hangs back for it all to happen. You make it happen. There's definitely something coming up with properties, because if you can see on this side of the card, you can just see these like properties here coming up. So I'm not sure what this means for you, but there's definitely something to do with properties. I don't know whether you're leaving something and moving forward, or whether this is something, because it's like they're growing outside of you. So I'm not sure whether somebody around you is either thinking of renovating properties, or they're already doing some kind of renovation work, if that makes sense to you. Again, with you, though, you've got a very hard shell. And I think once people get to know you, Kath, I think that you're amazing. But it's like you've got this hard shell around you. And it's like, I don't know if you've been knocked in past before, and it's sort of like made you this, I don't say hard, but like made you the way you are, or whether this has just always been you. You've always been a fighter, if that makes sense. There's something coming in, and it's to do with a necklace, but it's a beaded. I don't know if you've received this yet, or this is something that you know, but it's like there's like beads on the necklace, then there's like a coin, and then there's some more beads. I'm not sure whether these beads that are coming in, though, are sort of like your chakra beads. Again, that's spiritual connection. Don't say rosary beads, but they're like a similar type of bead to the rosary bead, Kath, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, my lovely lady. I hope that does make sense. But you've got good energies coming in around you. Amy. Does Anonymous want a reading? Only because I know they're on YouTube and it's hard for me. Facebook moves so fast that I do miss a lot of YouTube. We're thinking about doing YouTube separately, doing Facebook and then going across to YouTube. But we'll have to see what happens. For you, we've got the wheel, Amy. Some massive changes are going to start coming in. Big things are going to be coming in. It's not just going to be small changes. These are going to be huge. Whether these are what you're just waiting for to happen or you've been waiting for, Amy, but it's happening. The wheel's in motion and you're just going to have to go along with it for the ride. Good things will come out of it. Obviously, you'll have to make your own choices along the way, making the right choices, but it is all happening. There's going to be different paths. I don't know where the bike comes into it, but I'm seeing a bike. I've also seen a ring, but this ring, it's sort of like a ring, but then it's like a opal shape or an oval shape on top. So I don't know where that ring connection comes in. Just be careful, though, with all these changes coming in, that you don't start dealing with too many at once. Because if you look at the octopus, I know the octopus has got a lot of arms and everything. They can balance a lot of things. We're not an octopus, though, so we need to make sure that we're balanced enough. So when these changes start coming in, Amy, don't think, I'm going to do that, and that. Just make sure that you take on enough that you can manage. Time's essential. We've got the clocks in the bottom, so time is essential. So I don't know what it is to do with clocks or time. But you've got like 9:05, you've got 10:02, 5:02, 3:25. All these different times coming in. So there must be things going to, whether these opportunities are going to be coming up at different times, I'm not sure, or whether it's just going to be, like I say, it's all going to be rolled into one. But it is definitely good things going to happen, my lovely. I'll put Anonymous up. Let me see whether it were Anonymous that wanted a reading. I don't know. I can't see. But I'll read for Anonymous because... oh, they've gone off my blamming screen. Anonymous. There we go. Found you. Anonymous, for you, you've got the 4 of feathers. So rest, obviously the bear is a rest. It's finding your sanctuary. There is loved ones coming in around you. I don't know whether you see feathers a lot. So it's like when we say you get feathers from heaven, pennies from heaven. The feathers are coming in strong to you. I feel as though you might be not exhausted as such, but I think you're always on the go. I think you need to take a step back and make sure you do look after yourself. Listen to your body, because if you don't, you are going to start feeling aches and pains. I'm not sure already if you're not already feeling them. I'm not sure if there's issues around the like your hips and lower, and like from your hips going up to your like mid back. I'm not sure if there's issues going off already there, like little niggles that you're just ignoring. Basically, this is saying don't ignore them. Make sure that you do rest. Why am I seeing? I don't know what that red feather means. It's not a feather. It's like one red flower out of everything. That's showing up on card. So just be aware of this one red flower. It might mean nothing to you now, but all of a sudden it might just come into play of this. There's also an energy coming in that I can see, and I can see I want to say this one's male. I'm not sure if there was something on the side of the face. I don't know whether they passed with this. I think this is just something that they're showing me. that there's like a round circle or something on the side of the face, or on like maybe like neck, ear. That's like there, around there. And then there's another energy coming through that's coming in behind you. But this one is a very joking kind of character that crossed over. But I think they would have been very comical. I see that there is a child in spirit, and I want to say a young child. Don't like giving ages. I'm just going to say a young child. I don't want to gain age on this because I don't like to if I'm wrong. But I know it's a very young child's energy that's coming in. I don't know what the cat. Does it a cat? It's like a cuddly toy where one eye would have been bigger than the other, kind of thing. I don't know what that connection is to the child. But it's like a cat's fit, but it's not. I don't know. But there's like I said, there's something to do with the toy's eyes, though, to do with this child that's in spirit. You've got quite a few energies actually coming in around you, Anonymous, that have passed over. And I think all they're wanting to do is they're just trying to help you heal. So whatever it is you're going through, just allow their energies to come through and heal. But just listen to your body, my lovely, because yeah, you definitely need to be doing that. Mary. Mary, for you, we've got the love card. So I don't know what's been going off, Mary, but it's like you're on same path but two different paths. You're both two very strong characters, and there's a lot of mirrors being shown, so there's a lot of reflectiveness coming on. I don't know whether one's carrying the other more, though. I don't know also if a male's not long passed over, Mary, just because this it's sort of like going up towards the cloud. You can see the like lines coming down from cloud, and it's like leaping over you. So this is what's making me think. I'm not sure if there's a male energy or it could be a female energy. It's definitely energy that's recently passed, though, Mary. By recently, I'm going to say anything up to a year, I think, just because they're out they are. But there's definitely something to do with a mirror. So I don't know if there's a mirror connection to you both, which means that you were both very alike or had very similar tendencies. Both very strong characters, though. And again, the crescent moon plays a big part. So I don't know whether this happened around the crescent moon when this crossing took place. But it's showing the crescent moon also. But again, listen to your body, Mary. Don't do what you can't do. Looking at the body itself, you can see there is health issues going all the way through. But you've got a very clear head. You're very mindset, if you know what I mean, Mary. But there's an energy coming in, and I think there's something to do with glasses. And the other energy's got like quite a funky hair. I think the male's with the glasses, the female, I'm just seeing like quite funky hairstyle. But them two energies are coming in. They're coming in like between the two of you. So I don't know if there's a connection to them between the two here. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. And oh dear, it's a warm night. 6 of acorns we've got for you. So we've got the stag card. So for me, this is all about success. So I don't know what it is you've been doing, Anne, but it's going to be very successful. You're holding your head up high, and it's like, I've done it. I'm achieving what I've set out to achieve. And it's like you're puffed up. So you're very proud of whatever this is that you've done, Anne. You're very proud of it. Again, I know there's health issues. I can see the health issues, but it's like full body. So I'm not sure whether there's different health issues going on in different places, Anne. For me, though, you're like a memory trove, Anne. I remember memories from when I was younger, but I don't necessarily remember them from like certain parts, certain times in my life. I don't remember my vivid memories of when I was younger. But if you look at this tree that you've got coming out your head, it's like you're holding all the family information. It's like you can remember moments that nobody else would be able to remember, and you'd be like, no, that happened, I know it happened. And it's like it's locked into your mind, if that makes sense, Anne. Because you're just holding that family knowledge inside, which is an amazing thing to hold. But yeah, just keep going on path you're doing, because whatever it is you're definitely going the right way, my lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it, because I've done an hour. I am on my own. Chelsea's just having a bit of time off. I think it's just getting to everybody. We has all been stuck in this blooming lockdown and stuff. Plus, Chelsea's working. She's got, essays? Like essays, exams to do. Our Scotty, who's a moderator, he's having to do his exams also, all these studies coming in from all. So I do wish everybody that's out there studying, all those at college, all those that are training, I wish you all the luck in the world to get them done. Hopefully Chelsea will be up for coming on next week. I'll have a word with her in a week and see what she wants to do. But yeah, hopefully John's going to be out investigating. I might try and get out myself with him at some point this week if weather's good enough. If not, I'm just going to send John out in the rain again. So yeah, so everybody take care. Have a great evening. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go on members tonight. I will be on members tomorrow. And I will, whether we do pendulum work, connecting with loved ones again, or if I've missed anybody on tonight who's a member who wants a tarot reading, let me know tomorrow afternoon. In fact, what I'll do after here, I'm going to put a post on it, members. Anybody that wants a reading that might not even be in chat, so you can watch it back when you get back from work, just leave your name and I'll do all the readings for members in members area tomorrow, because I know I have missed quite a few of you out tonight. So yeah, make sure you put it on post in members that you want a reading. Thank you to our amazing moderators for doing their jobs absolutely perfectly. And thank you everybody for joining. So take care. Have fun. Have a great night. And we shall see you soon. Mwah. Love you loads. Bye.